Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 tutorial series of NiceShark, and today what we're going to cover is, as you can see on our documentation, we're going to cover the two number areas. So essentially when we want to use this two number function is whenever we want to convert the areas that we read on the screen into a number. So initially if whenever the Nighthawk reads the areas, it's just assuming it as a character, but whenever we want to, let's say we want to compare those areas with another number, right, like 10, 20, or like we want to use like greater than or less than or equal to these kind of comparators. So for that, we're gonna need to convert those characters into the numbers, and then only we can Nutshell can actually like processes and like we can use the comparators. So for today's, what we're gonna do is for this demo, we're just gonna open a trade, and whenever we see a profit of, let's say, $10, right? We want to essentially close the trade, so we want to capture the profit. So just quickly visualize that on the TD trade. So whenever we press a buy button, this P&L open is going to change, right? This is the P&L day is the current, like whatever you made throughout the day, but the P&L open would be just for the current position, and then also it's going to reset like every time you close the trade. So for that, let's just quickly start writing our script. So first step, what we're gonna do is just gonna make a copy of this. Uh, Again, this is inside, like whenever you download the Nightshark, it's gonna be under the reaction folder, and then let's just create a copy of this test. So this is where we're gonna override our scripts, and let's just name it to number. So to start off with, let's just open Nightshark, and then the two number file that we just created it, and then let's just open it. And so in terms of like clicking the buttons, right? The buttons just gonna be the buy and selling, and then in the meantime, in between, we also want to monitor the P&L, so which is gonna be the area. So let's just quickly set up our buttons, and also like whenever you're drawing this area, we want to make sure this two number that you create the file you created is like already loaded in, because as we draw the points in the areas, it's like constantly updating the file into the JSON. So you want to make sure that so that you don't have to redraw these things again and again, because that's how you save it into the file. And for the area, we're just gonna monitor this, so we don't need any more areas for our logic. Okay. So our point dot A gonna be the buy, point dot B gonna be the sell, and then the area was gonna be the P&L. So let's just quickly go over our logic today. So we're gonna open a trade. It's gonna buy. Click the point dot A. That's gonna be our buy button. It's gonna monitor the area, which is our P&L open, and then if the area is greater than 10, we're gonna click the sell button, right? So this is what actually the code's gonna look like. And so first step gonna be just clicking the point. That's gonna open the trade, and the next point is gonna be inside a loop. We want to input the read areas, but at the same time we also want to constantly check for if the area is greater than 10. So this is the if statement that we use. We're going to go over the if else statement more into details, but just for the sake of this video we have to use this for now. And then so what this essentially means is we are opening the loop, which is constantly going to read areas, and then at the same time it's going to check if it's greater than 10. If it's greater than 10, what it's going to do is it's going to break this loop, which means it's going to stop reading the area, and then it's going to go over to the next step of clicking the point.b. So that would be it, and let's just copy this code, and in the reaction writer, right, so if whenever you go into the file, this reaction code writer, this is what we essentially use to write our script. Let's just quickly load in our two number and paste our script. Um, I did not copy the full thing. Okay. So this is what it's gonna look like, and then after that we're gonna write this code into the two number.json file, which is loaded into our main app. And then let's just quickly refresh the updated file into the app. And so let's just check in our areas. So PNL open, area 1, and then point.a is on buy, and point.b would be on the sell. Okay, so let's just run our script. So currently we are in the $3 loss. So essentially what it's doing is, like, as it's reading the areas, it is also checking in if there's any like $10 profit or not. So we are at $3 profit. We're at $6 again. Went back to 6. So here, so it looks like we closed the position at $10.50 when it recognizes it's greater than 10, and that's how it captured the profit. And I'm going to stop the script. And this is essentially how you can use Nightshark to implement the two-number function, and how you can compare it against the numbers against on the screen. So that would be it. In the next video, we're going to go over um, the if else function more into details, and also, so right now this is just the one step thing. If you want to like do it again and again, you can just put in a loop function around it, and then what it's essentially going to do is it's going to go over and then it's going to go over and then click on the point A again, and then and then oops, and then click the point, and then like after that it again goes and open the position, and then so forth. Obviously, there's going to be more guardrails to it. We also want to ensure like the PNL for the day and so forth. We're going to cover that more into details in upcoming videos. Thank you so much.